Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So last month we discussed a 36% profit for the month, right? A few things have changed. One, not doing 1 to 5, we're doing 1 to 3. This is risk to reward, right? We're risking 30 pips in order for us to get 90 pips. We do not want to protect anything, right? Like for instance, let's say we get to like 60 pips, or we get to 1 to 2. The fact that we were even looking for just a 1 to 3, I don't think we should be actually protecting anything, if that makes sense, right? Oh yeah, if you didn't catch my name is Gbpusd, and I'm a local South African day trader. All right, still trying to find my feet, still trying to be profitable, still trying to, the strategy is in hand, funding is the problem, if I could say that. All right, so, and also, guys, piece of advice: as a trader, focus on the positives, don't focus on the negatives. Losing streaks do happen. Everybody goes through a losing streak, it happens. But here's what I figured out, is that a losing streak is just literally God testing you if you are going to hold on to the system that He has blessed you with, right? If you have a bad week and now you feel the need to change things, that's when God sees that you are not ready, right? Because now what happens, because the Bible does say that you will go through trials and tribulations. Now, are people looking for a God that does not promise this? Or are people looking for a God who's all about only prosperity and peace? Right? Understand those things. We will go through trials and tribulations. It's actually one of the promises in the Bible, right? But also the much greater promises is that He will always provide, He will always protect, and He promised prosperity and peace, which is one of my favorite ones. All right, so last month we came out with a 36% payout for the month, which is good, guys. All you have to do literally is just apply the percentage to the capital that you have. For instance, if you have a $10,000 account and you made 36% growth for the month of August, you would literally had made $3,600, which is about just over 54,000 rand for the month, which is good. Right? Not even professionals earn that much. If I'm talking about professionals, I'm talking about teachers. I don't want to talk about your private guys, because those guys literally control their own money. But teachers, what else could I say? I don't know. It's pretty hard for me to actually think about people who actually earn 50,000. But yeah, anyway, it's still a month well spent. It's still money well made. All right. Now let's jump into the month of September. I did promise you guys that I am going to be making monthly reviews. It's very important that we do this, because why? I want you guys to realize that trading is not all about that quick money, right? You must work like everybody else does on earth. We work on a monthly basis, and the only thing that can actually determine your standard of life is your capital, right? A quick recap: we want 10% of our capital or more each and every single month, right? It's very important that we understand this, because we have a target and we want to reach that target each and every single month, right? I've never experienced a time where we actually trade for more than 4 to 5 weeks, right? And for me, you shouldn't actually be trading for more than that, right? Losing streaks do happen, right? You can lose a couple trades in a row, probably like 5, right? It happens. But never forget the number one rule of the trading game: survival. You need to be able to survive. That's how you can make it in this space. You need to be able to survive. All right, always remember that, guys. Anyway, let's move on with our monthly review. So basically we've been trading GBPUSD for the month now, for a couple months actually. I think ever since August actually. We traded August, we traded September, now we are trading October. All right, August went well, September went well. I think we did a 24% profit cap on this one. Very good, in my opinion. All right, as long as you get 10% or more, guys, that's as much as God is willing to bless you with. Not willing, but if that's the number that God has blessed you with, then we just need to be grateful. All right, let's start. So we have the Tuesday. This is the Monday, the 1st of September. We have the Tuesday break below the Asian range. Unfortunately, they gave us this entry up here, which was not nice at all. We took the stop from there. We realized that market is still above the weekly low, and we had to take our buys here on a 1% risk. Now, what happened after that is that we obviously hit our take profit around here on this day right here, right? It was a Friday, so I wouldn't necessarily say, hey, let's trade. That's fine. If it's, if you hit your take profit on a Friday, for me, that's actually quite okay. Right? Take your +1 profit for the week, and first week we're up 1%, right? That's only because we took that loss. All right, all right. Don't focus on the negatives, focus on the positives at all times. All right, next Tuesday we come back next Tuesday. We see a break above the Asian range. Here's the M. Some people would say they see the head and shoulders over here. We entered around here, and we only made a 1 to 2 from that, and we ended up hitting a stop. So we risked 2% from that, and we are down -1, which is okay. We come back the next day. The Friday. Like I said, it's not a matter of not trading the Friday. You can trade the Friday if the setup is there. But in my opinion, if you happen to, let's say you take the stop loss on Friday, or you hit the take profit on a Friday, don't try and go through the weekend, no charges, no trades, have a relaxing weekend. All right, so we got in on Friday, we hit our take profit the next Tuesday, so we're up about, let me make sure I'm not lying to you, we're up 2%, right? We're up to 2%. We're about halfway through the month, and this is actually when it starts getting good. So we're up 2%. We come back the next day, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, we come back the next day. We check what we had sold this day. Yes, but unfortunately we would have taken this stop loss over here, so it opened us for sales up here, right? We didn't actually take this trade, right? We came back the next day, so we're up 2%. Now let's move. So we took this trade up here, we hit our take profit here with a 2%, so from 2 we're up 8%. We check and we're still moving, so we're up 8%. Month is almost over actually, so we're up 8% if I'm not mistaken. We check, this is what we have. Market was below, so basically had we taken buys here, so we literally look at the previous setup. So we check, okay, had we taken buys here after the FOMC, we would have taken a stop loss. So the low of that day is very important. So price played below that day's below the previous day's low, and this is where we actually took our next trade. So from 8% we were up again, we were up 14%, right, until the very last week of that month, which is September, which is the 22nd, starting from the 22nd of September, if I'm not mistaken, we're up 18%. We took this loss here. From here we took this loss. This is the next Tuesday, our last Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. We took that. We were up 14%. Now we're up 12%. We took this trade here from 12% down up to 18%, and then our last trade for the month, which was on the 26th of September, we hit our take profit here, right? And then we realized that because of this break low below the Asian range, we would have taken the stop loss. So what we want to see is that was market going to stay above the weekly high or below the weekly high. In this case, they stayed above, and that was a trade on a Wednesday. So we're up 18%. We hit our take profit literally on the 30th of September, and that's where we got our 24% take profit from. So we literally made 24% for the month, which is good, literally on the last day of the month. How many losses did we take actually? Again, this is not us focusing on the negatives, we're just trying to see how many losses did we take, or how many losses could we have avoided. 1, 2, we avoided this one, which is good. Let's see. Yeah, we avoided that one, so it's 2. Only 2 losses. No, 3. We only took 3 losses in September out of a total of, let's check, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 3 losses. We won 7 and we lost 3. So we took 10 trades the entire month of September. Now, literally what I wanted to show you, hence why I was kind of making it a big deal, that what's this, losing streak does happen, guys, right? So far in the month of October, we're -6% down, which is, I'm not really gonna show much enthusiasm about that, because there is no enthusiasm to show about that whatsoever. So the Tuesday we would have taken the loss. On Wednesday, seeing that market is above the Tuesday high, we would have wanted to continue seeing price go up, but unfortunately we took the stop loss once again. We reset the entire system on Thursday. We took the sales down here. We slept and the market still kept us in, but on Monday night market kicked us out. So already it was a 2% loss from Tuesday, 1% loss on, it's 2% loss on Tuesday, 1% loss Wednesday, 1% loss on Thursday going into Monday. And then Tuesday we took our buy trade here. We went about 40 pips up, we took the stop loss yesterday here. Waited for the FOMC, seeing that market actually came back above the weekly low. We took the buys here, and we literally took this stop loss this morning here. So that's why we are 6% down. Now, what does that mean? It means 1, you're being tested. 2, realize that you need to stick to your trading strategy. Stick to it. The only reason why I've survived this long is because 1, risk management. 2, I'm not looking in any other direction to change my system. Do not change your system. Losses are part of the game, and losing streaks are part of the game. Alex G just came back from a 2-week losing streak. I'm not saying our losing streak is 2 weeks, but I'm saying he just came back from a 2-week losing streak, and yesterday, coming out of that losing streak, he made $700,000 in one day. Right? Not bad. That's like, I can't even say not bad. That's actually quite great. right? So everyone, even TJR, at the beginning of September, he was in a losing streak, only to end up in the month making a monthly P&L of $500,000, right? That's still a lot of money. Even if you make it during the month, even if you make it in one day, it's still a lot of money. All right, but yes guys, that is our monthly review for September. See you guys in a couple of weeks again, where we'll be talking about, literally we'll actually be seeing where this month actually took us. I actually do believe that this buy setup today is the buy setup for us. Possibly we could be going through diversions, right? Possibly, because usually I know this usually happens when we go through diversions, right? So it's very important that we stay alert. Do not be discouraged by losses, guys. Always be a person that's always gonna want to take the next chance and the next chance and the next chance and the next chance. Remember, the market rewards us with opportunities every day. That's what God, that's literally a gift from God, an opportunity every single day to do better. All right, cheers guys, God bless, and I'll see you in the next video.